it's tough because a lot of times you'll get these guys that will come in from junior, from college or whatever, and they'll go out there and to play kind of minor roles. They're just trying to. There's no real threat of anything going wrong there. But in this case, Luke Hughes can play a very big part in the New Jersey Devils. The Devils have a very good blue line. They've been obviously one of the better teams in the league this year, but going in there and what Hughes can do, he can move the puck. He's going to get you a lot of power play points. Like if anything, that's probably the thing that's most valuable for you down the line with Luke Hughes. It's just how good he is from the point, and he'll be passing to the guy he's very familiar with in Jack Hughes, his brother. I've played road hockey with those two guys. They have some good chemistry, as you would hope. But with Hughes, he can hit, he can he gets a ton of assists, he can shoot the puck. Again, one of the best playmaking defensemen. Like to me, I'd say he is the most exciting. Currently drafted prospect in the NHL right now, and maybe not the best. There's still some of the defensive issues, but when it comes to your own zone play, that doesn't typically matter in fantasy hockey. What matters is points, and he can get that. He'll go out there, block shots, hit. He can do kind of everything else. So I do like what he brings to the table. The New Jersey Devils have a very special player in him, and it's an exciting time for the Devils. And like if you were a fan of the Devils, you probably watched a lot of University of Michigan games this year. Well, they had him, they had Seamus Casey, and Ethan Edwards, and those are three of the most fun defensemen to watch in the Big Ten Conference this year. Seamus Casey is so underrated. I think he's going to be a very big player in the NHL. He loves to rush the puck, kind of like Luke Hughes. I'd say he's a bit more of a safer player, but we saw him score one of the best goals of the Frozen Four. That was really cool to see how he deked out everybody there. But I'm looking at this right now and saying the Devils are going to use Luke Hughes, and I think the Devils fans are going to benefit from having him there and in your fantasy team.
Yeah, it could be sort of reminiscent of, I think it was 2019, the 2018-19 playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, when Cale Makar got thrust in there as a rookie. We saw it with Chris Kreider as well as a forward in 2012 playoffs. And with the Devils, they're interesting to me because if you look at their analytics, like they've been a really consistently dominant team all year long. It's really it comes down to, do you believe that, let's say, for example, the Devils end up playing the Rangers. Can Vitek Vanacek outduel Igor Shesterkin? It's going to come down to that. But if you believe that, the Devils have a lot of the components of a team that can go far. So Luke Hughes could be a nice late round sleeper as someone who could come cheap if you're in a casual, they're not really paying attention to the kids yet, and he could make a nice. So keep an eye out on Luke Hughes. I love that pick.